So altogether, and I say me because I've co-written the book with a gentleman named Anthony James, who has had many interactions with the prison system. So after we do these 2 books, we have a book called Get Your Hands Up, and it's a guide to help you avoid the prison system. And they're fun books. They're fun, but they're full of practical advice that you can give and you can take. It's not deep. It's something that they're going to pick it up and read it because it's tailored specifically and made specifically with them in mind. You know, I try to keep the 3 separate. You have the Can I Live? I have Racquel Williams, the person, and then we have the city council, and they're all the same. They just expressed in 3 different ways. My constituency base predominantly single moms. My zip code is 27601. Predominantly single mothers with a median income of $16,000. I have 27610, which is about 40,000, a little bit more. However, as compared to Raleigh, it's relatively low. But Raleigh is changing. The demographic is changing. We have more people that, we have more whites moving in, more Hispanics coming in, more Asians coming in.
When you say coming in, tell me about where you live. Are you currently on public housing or public assistance?
I live in Chavis Heights, which is Raleigh public housing. So yes, I do. And I'm just really in transitioning to moving into a new house. I know for sure, because there's never been one. I don't recall a voice. I don't have ever recalled a voice that spoke like I spoke or represented like I represented, because you don't make it out. They don't make it out. They don't make it out. When I say they don't make it out, the moms, they don't make it out of
the system.
The system. And when I say make it out, I want to be clear that we make it out with the right ingredients, because I really want to say that courage, that heart, and that intellect are key ingredients to make it out. And because some people might just, there's all kind of roads you could take. You could take the drug dealer route. You hustle and you get some money and you buy a house, and then you're always in hustle mentality, the next great thing, and you could be ripping people off, and you can be, just hustling all the time, just illegal stuff, selling food stamps, selling this, selling that, hustle. And then there's some that make it out and do very well, but never come back. Totally forget, don't want to come back to even deal with that. That was a part of my life. They can have it. I'm moving on. So it's those that I represent, those that want to come out and just be in their right mind. Just like, I just want to have access to opportunity. I really didn't choose this. It kind of happened. So help me make a better decision, and I'll get out of your face. Unfortunately, city council doesn't deal with like public assistance. But as a city council woman, being one of its kind, making history, the first to be appointed to the board or elected to the board, is history. What I want to do is I want to leverage that history. I want to be able to spur. Everybody wants to be part of a winning team. And I want to show that District C is a winning team. I want to show whereas we could spur and increase economic development through supporting small businesses. I want to be able to show, I want to be able to attract. People will come when they see a winner. I want to be able to attract small businesses, but most importantly, I want to advocate to the commissioners of Raleigh Public Housing. I think that they should implement a move to work policy. This is a new kind of pilot thing that HUD is doing, moving to work. You have to apply to actually receive the permission to do it, from my understanding. And I really want to advocate the benefits of moving to work for the city of Raleigh Public Housing constituents. Well, one of the things moving to work can do, the commissioners, they can stipulate a time frame in which you live on public housing. I believe that public housing should be an opportunity and not a lifestyle. So in a city where we have an overwhelmingly large homeless population, where we have an affordable housing shortage. We have over 8,000 people on a waiting list. We cannot afford to have the housing stock that we have just sit for dormant, for people to just live there and have no accountability and no expectations to produce. This is tax money. My taxes are going into this infrastructure, and it should produce something, not poverty. Let's not produce more poverty, but let's produce a system that really supports women to go up and move out and move on. And then this way we can be a doorway of opportunity for others. You get through that doorway, you'll be able to do so much more with less if we just change the policy. I'm going back to help save them from themselves, because there's work to be done in that realm. And it's not just everybody giving you a handout. It's really saying, what can I do myself to improve my situation? So I'm going back to empower them, motivate them. I'm not coming with any tricks. I'm not coming with any promises. I'm coming to let you know that there's a road that we can take. If you want to be independent, if you want to be free from the bondage of having to think about how you're going to pay your bills or how you're going to get toiletries, like what, that is not something that we should be thinking about. We should be thinking about how we're going to contribute to a society. But when you don't have enough money to pay for tissue and basic necessities like soap and toothpaste and buy your kids school clothes, you're not thinking about anything else. I want to be able to come and show them that education is your only way. It's the only way. And when I say come back and get them, it's kind of like the Harriet Tubman and Underground Railroad. The education system was my Underground Railroad. So I'm coming back and I'm showing you ahead. This is the path you take. Now, where you taking this path is endless opportunities in the realm of education. You choose what you feel in your heart that you would love to do, or where your passions. And I love this phrase, if you take the learning of your mind to a place where the passions of your heart meets the talents of your hands, it is in that place that you make a difference. And that place I'm hoping that others will find, because I found that place for me, and it's in public service. And it was my heart and my compassion to not turn my back on what I saw. I had to come back. So it was with my love for people, my love for serving, my love and my compassion for giving that led me to Oz. And I think of Oz as the General Assembly. In any state, but in my state, North Carolina, I went to the General Assembly. I worked there for 2 years. I started as an intern, and I served a couple of representatives. And you think of this big Oz, like, oh my God, this is Oz, this is the place. This is an illusion that we have power. And then I had to learn that from the very beginning, I always had the power to change. It was there. I had to grow into it, but it was always there. So I'm ready. Now I'm like, you know what? I thought this was something else. I thought it had to be something else, but I am who I am, and I'm here, and I'm ready. And whether you like it or not, I am the new normal. I am the new face. I'm not the typical candidate, and I'm knocking on your doors.